So welcome back to the last video of our A to Z of AV with Command AV.
Hey.
In this video we're going to be talking about three letters. Let
me stop you there. So in this video we're not going to be talking about anything because realistically the last three letters of the alphabet, X, Y and Z, don't really cover anything AV specific. I mean, yeah, there's Zigbee and Z-Wave, but on their own really they are kind of boring. You know, it's not really something you can use as such.
What is Zigbee and Z-Wave?
So Zigbee is kind of like Wi-Fi, but you can't use it, or a bit like Bluetooth, but you can't use it. Only devices can use it for talking to one another. So
it's something you really don't get involved in and you don't have any interaction with. It's just something that devices use to talk to each other.
It's like
it's not really that interesting.
The IKEA smart light systems, I think they use Z-Wave. Yeah, you just make them connect with one another and that's it. There's no involvement, there's no other devices, nothing else you can do with those networks. So yeah, like I said, they are kind of boring. Useful, no doubt, but kind of boring. Wi-Fi? Does Y stand for Wi-Fi?
Why not?
So obviously, no, that's not how you spell Wi-Fi.
Yellowfin tuna?
Bumblebee tuna. Extra features. Only if you're dyslexic. So, looking at our notes here, the Z had some potential with Zigbee or Z-Wave.
Oh, I've got something.
Yeah.
The X factor.
That was our initial for X.
What gives a system the X factor?
Yeah, but no one calls it the X factor. Because of
Because
copyright
of the X factor.
by...
But we can still use it. We can still say what gives a home cinema the X factor.
Yeah.
And I would say it's having a team of professionals who know what they're doing, do the best job they can. Like you can... Yeah. Hey,
Zay.
that's you can install, you can build a home cinema yourself and make it really good. But without the expertise and knowledge of a professional, there's only so far you can go. And there are a whole host of products that, as a consumer, you cannot buy. You just can't buy. You have to buy through a professional.
Decent speakers, decent amplifiers, decent seating.
And control systems.
So pretty much anything, if you don't want it to look like a DIY cinema shed cinema, you do need a professional on board. Whether they install or not is a whole different issue, but you know.
So what gives a system the X factor? It's having a team of professionals who know what they're doing and have dedicated their lives to learning this stuff.
And then for Y, the only thing we could come up with was a very old terminology for something that's stuck in a boot loop, and that's called yo-yo mode because it keeps going up and down, up and down, up and down, power-wise anyway. But no one uses that term anymore. That's from the 70s and 80s, I believe. Usually now if something's stuck in a boot loop, it's
That's it.
I think that covers it for the remainder of the A to Z of AV, which is more like the A to W of AV.
With an X, maybe half an X.
And hints of Z, no one knows why.
No why. So yeah, that's the end of our series. In the next series we hope to do something a bit more practical. Get our hands on equipment, maybe get our hands on some cable.
Unboxings maybe.
Unboxings would be good.
Yeah. Like speakers. When we supply like in-ceiling speakers, they usually come in large boxes. Because you see an in-ceiling speaker and it's just this little circle, and they come in a massive box. And sometimes clients ask, what's in the box? A little spoiler, mostly packaging.
If you'd like to see that kind of thing, pop a comment or something.
Network equipment, that's something we deal with a lot, and a lot of people still don't understand what all of it does. So like difference between switches and routers, or people still call them hubs. Wi-Fi access points, different shapes and sizes.
And applications in wall or on wall or on ceiling or in ceiling or outside, inside, hidden, invisible. What would be really cool and maybe useful to people is the tiny tips and tricks to get over existing problems, like extending cables. There are certain, I don't like to call them hacks, but they are kind of hacks in a way. Insider knowledge. People with experience will tend to know a few things that people don't know.
Are you talking about soldering Ethernet cables?
No, we never do that. Maybe once. There are ways of of doing things that, yeah. Thanks very much for watching this series, and we'll see you in the next series, hopefully. Goodbye!